Hi. There are probably as many opinions about what music means and what it's good for as there are styles of music. For me personally, I was drawn to classical music and spent the first years of my working life as a full-time symphony violinist. I studied with the concertmaster of the Chicago Symphony. I played full-time in an orchestra in Florida while I was being introduced to Tai Chi Gung. And a number of things happened along the way. My impressions of what music is, why people are healed by it, how people can develop a relationship with the life force through music, they've really changed quite a bit. So what happened to me, I started practicing Tai Chi Gung, and I noticed that over a period of weeks and months, the soul chill that goes up and down your spine when the music is really inspiring, they started to increase in their intensity and how often they happened. And one day I came home from a rehearsal. I put on a Mahler symphony, and I was doing my standing exercises of Tai Chi Gung. And I felt a bolt of light hit my crown, and the flow of chi awakened every cell in my physical body. So I felt like I was on fire inside every cell, and as I listened to the music, it would move through my entire physical body in waves. And it continued for almost 25 minutes. So I learned later that that is an experience that happens when your Kundalini is awakened. So the Kundalini awakening for me was extraordinary. And within a few years, I had the confirmation that the feelings that I had, especially when I started to improvise, were the presence of angels. And so it's been over 30 years that I've been creating music, learning to improvise, continuing classical music, getting interested in jazz and bluegrass and Celtic music. What I'd like to do in these short videos is to give you a little window into how the study of Tai Chi Gung blesses and increases one's sensitivity to music, enjoyment of music, and even improves the technique or the ability to play. So one way of looking at music is that it provides a language for connecting souls together. The soul of the performer, the receptivity of the audience. It creates what we call in Tai Chi Gung a figure 8. So there's a giving of chi and a receiving of chi, and that always has a certain frequency to it. So you can listen to a tone, right, and it can bring balance into your energy centers and to your physical body. And there's also music that vibrates at the soul frequency. It has an eternal vibration. And the ability to miraculously heal really comes through that soul frequency. And so the angelic kingdom is like waiting for the receptivity of the individual person. And sometimes it's the receptivity in receiving, but it's also the willingness to give, right? So there's a teaching of Enoch through the Lamasery that goes something like this: give what you want. So if you want friendship, give friendship. If you want vitality, give vitality. And in music, if you give of your soul, it can return back. It's one of the reasons why musicians tend to be very sensitive, artists in general, because they're giving of their soul. And when you bare your soul, you put yourself at risk. And when it's received, it's very much like first love. It's a magical thing, and it can go through performer to 2 people, performer to 2,000 people. Now with the technology available, it's kind of wild, but 1 person to 10 million, and the connection is beyond time and space. It's a wonderful opportunity now to become aware of really extraordinary music and make connections beyond time, beyond space, certainly. A time in a certain sense, because you don't have to go to the concert to hear it. And it wasn't that long ago that the only way you could hear it was to show up. So it's changed a lot. When I began the study of Tai Chi Gung, the basic process is fairly easy to understand, and it's hidden in the meaning of the word Tai Chi Gung. So Tai is grand or life. Chi is energy. So the life energy, the life force, right? Primarily in the beginning, the life force in nature, brought into Gung, which is the temple, the physical body, but also the mind, the emotions, and the soul frequency of the human being in a body, okay, as a holistic understanding, right? So when we breathe the life force through the chi and we move in harmony with nature, we start to create a vibration of life inside, and it's as if you create the conditions that are ideal for that life spark of the soul, a reawakening for some, and then for those who are awake, a growing and intensifying process over time. You become more and more alive. For those who are interested in pursuing that, what we do here in Denver is give any new student an opportunity to try a class. Good 8, close to 9 out of 10 people will actually feel the energy in their very first class. So you'll know pretty quickly if it's a good match for you and whether it sparks your interest. So you just go to the website and you register. You get a little digital card, and it's good for a free class anywhere from the time you register for the next 30 days. I would look forward to seeing you. If you have questions, please drop me a note. I'd be happy to answer them. Thank you.